Welcome to the Automotive Blockchain channel, everyone. Hey, I wanted to just give a quick love dub from my heart to yours for coming on to the Automotive Blockchain bus. Whether you're a subscriber, a recent or a continuous listener, someone who's just new and recent to the channel, hey, warm thoughts, warm prayers go out to all of you. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. The bus is moving. Everyone on the board. All right, so here we go. I was just a quick story. I was literally leaving college. I was 21 years old. I just turned 21. It was my birthday. And my mom had said, hey, how about you come home and we can consider getting you a new car. I was excited, but just like being in college the night before, I was out partying most of the night. So with very little sleep, I decided to get on the road. And I am leaving there, and it's a long drive. I'm cutting through Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I'm driving this Ford Tempo. It's a manual transmission. I loved manual transmission cars. And the funny thing about it is that before I went to college, I was driving a Trans Am. My brother gave me this white Trans Am. I called it Goose. And I love the vehicle, but going up to the college I was going to, I'm a Penn Stater, for those of you that that are from that neck of the woods. But it was very icy and snowy up there. So my mom was like, you can't go up there in that car. So I ended up getting a different vehicle, and it was a Ford Tempo. That's right. I dropped from a Trans Am on down to a blue Ford Tempo manual transmission. Talk about a hit to the gut and to the testosterone of a young child or of a young adult. So anyway, I'm cutting through Harrisburg, and I'm speeding, unfortunately, and I have this mixtape. Yes, for those of you that don't know what mixtapes are, go ahead and Google it. You're just too young to understand. But I had this mixtape, and I was playing the mixtape, it was just buzzing along, and I was flopping a couple of them in and out. And I remember I recorded this one, and I had a dead space at the end of the mixtape on side A. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just let it play to the end, and then I'll flip it over. Well, some of you are already realizing what's about to happen. So I fall asleep, and here's the thing. I still remember this. The length of time that the mixtape ends is 3 minutes. So it's 3 minutes at the end of the tape, and I left it blank, and I was going to play it through, and then, it would start playing the other side. So I was like, okay, I'll just flip it around, play the other side, and be over and done with. So anyway, I fall asleep, and all I remember is waking up a split second before I hit the back of this huge auto truck. It was like a Snap-on Tools type truck, right? And I hit the back of this thing, and I tapped the brakes right before I hit. I still hit it, and something about my instincts causes me to just go over to the guardrail, and I use the guardrail to slow me down even more to come to a full stop. I get out of my car. I am literally just shaking. I just get on the side of the road next to the guardrail in the fetal position, and I'm just shaking. I got tears coming out of my eyes because I don't know what happened. And the cop walks up to me, and he looks bewildered. And I'm thinking he's like, what's going on? I thought someone had already called, the police for me and all that kind of stuff. No. He was catching me speeding. I had passed him, and this is the way he told the story. He goes, I caught you going 72 in a 55. Okay, so I'm 72 in a 55. I caught you going 72 in a 55, and by the time I could get around the bend to come and get you, I realized you're in an accident. And I was like, I don't even remember going around the bend. I just know that I fell asleep and I woke up. So needless to say, the truck driver, he stopped, I don't know, like a quarter mile down the road, and he comes running back. And this is, it's amazing how it was the only accident I've ever been in. So the details of this are just ingrained in my brain. And he comes coming back, and long story short is that the tractor trailer driver, decides he wants to pin both insurance companies against each other. So he's trying to get money from both and gets caught in it. That's right. He was trying to be fraudulent. And so that leads me into this article, which is about KPMG Intellect EU launched blockchain app to fight insurance fraud. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, I did get a ticket, but not for speeding, for reckless driving. So there was that. Anyway, I got some points, man. I had to go to class for those points. So here we go. KPMG and Intellect EU launch blockchain app to fight insurance fraud. All right, this is a couple of weeks ago. one of the two insurance companies. Oops, that's the next article. One of the biggest types of insurance fraud is double dipping. That's what this guy was doing, where a claimant gets multiple insurers to pay out the same incident. Intellect EU developed the claim share solution that uses enterprise blockchain on the R3 Corda. It also leverages R3's software technology, Conclave, kind of like Enclave. But anyway, and which is the secret sauce here. So how does this work? All right. Oversimplifying the process, multiple insurers can share their encrypted claim data through Conclave, which uses secure hardware to act as a black box. You know, that little thing that is unbreakable, that or that is always in airplanes and everybody's always looking for. All right. Nobody can see what's on the inside, but Conclave runs code that compares claims across insurers to see whether there has been another one for the same car or house. If there have been multiple claims, it can automatically be flagged the claim as a fraud attempt. Now, here's the thing. The second insurer will be notified before they pay out the claim, saying, hey, buddy, just want to alert you to something. And the first insurer can report the attempted fraud, but they won't know the other insurer's identity. All right, so now for those of you that are out there in the insurance business, I'm just here to say that you might have to think about how this particular industry is going to change your job and whether you will even have one in certain sectors of that industry. Now, before Conclave is used, non-personal information is shared using the Corda ledger, and AI is used to flag suspicious claims. All right. And only then is confidential computing used to confirm whether or not the claim is fraudulent. So for a car crash, it might first compare the car's make and the color and the location and time of incident on the distributed ledger. So that's how it's looking at. And just so you know, double dipping fraud is a key contributor to the fraud cost across insurance sector. While at the same time, due to inherent data and technology limitations, the systematic detection of this fraud typology has remained largely unavailable. So I'm going to say this over and over and over again. Blockchain real-world utility is about solving problems, folks. If the thing that you are investigating and the thing you are researching in, blockchain-wise, is not solving a problem, do not, and this is not investment advice, I'm saying do not try to, don't go down that path. I'm not your financial advisor or anything, and clearly they're not talking about any coins in here. I'm not talking about USAA and investing in them. I'm just saying that, hey, look for real-world utility in everything you do. That said, what about insurance companies themselves? So for a long time, these two companies, State Farm and USAA, have been testing out blockchain. I think it was since 2019, maybe 2016. Anyway, they've been testing out blockchain. And also, just as a quick note, USAA has been in cahoots with Coinbase, I believe, since 2016 or a little earlier than that. So we'll leave that alone. You guys can look into that one. Now, today, State Farm and USA announced that auto subrogation claims settled between the two companies will be processed using blockchain. Again, I say to you people who are in the insurance industry, whether you're on the, some of the small businesses out there, just think about this particular process. And if you are an insurance agent, whether you're in the United States or not, go ahead and let me know in the comment section on what you think of this video and this sort of information, how blockchain could change your industry. So blockchain solution is the first kind between the insurance companies. In 2019, the companies announced advanced testing of the blockchain solution to automate time-consuming, paper-heavy process. Remember, it's about solving a problem. This is time-consuming. It's paper-heavy. They want to make it go quicker. Subrogation is used by insurers to recover money when settling claims between their customers. So now here is the ticker, all right? Carrier-to-carrier claim payments will be almost completely automated in the future. That means your jobs, just think about this, saving time and money, says Sean Burgess, USA Chief Claims Officer. Quote, utilizing blockchain technology helps us securely improve and automate a manual process and ultimately gets money back to our members and and customers faster. So I have a question for you. Look on the screen here. Out of the 75,000 subrogation checks that are exchanged between State Farm and USAA in a given year, ask yourself the following question. How is that money being distributed between company to company? Clearly, they're talking about the R3 ledger, I get it, the Corda ledger, I get that. But are they utilizing, what form of payment are they utilizing for that? Could it be, given this is R3, could it be XRP? I'm just wondering. I don't know. It's conjecture. Do your own research on that. I'm just thinking. Somehow they're going to be distributing these checks not just to each other, but also to the people. Is it going to be worth? Well, how are you going to be getting? I can guarantee you this, folks. They are not going to be giving you cash in the long run. They're going to be giving you some form of CBDC, that is a central bank digital currency, or perhaps some other form of currency that could be in the form of an XRP, in the form of a Stellar, in the form of something else that is private that causes you to utilize their technology even more. So, hey, everyone, let me know what you think in the comments section. And hey, if you have been in an accident sometime in your life, a car accident of any kind, hey, I definitely, my heart goes out to you. I know those are serious matters personally. And I had a lot of friends that I had in college, not a lot, but I had a couple of key suite mates in college that lost their lives to car accidents and stuff. So my heart goes out to all of you. And if you've lost loved ones as a result of that, my heart goes out to you as well. So that being said, I look forward to seeing you next time on the Automotive Blockchain Bus.